let me give you a few biblical facts about sexuality. Now, this isn't a total list. This isn't everything that the Bible has to say about sex, but these are things that are relevant to this topic. So, first of all, God invented sex. Say that with me. Say, God invented sex. He was in a nifty mood that day. God invented sex. He knows how it works, and He knows the instructions that go along with it. God invented sex. He's not the God that's going, I just want to rain on your parade. He's the one that says, hey, listen, I want to protect you from a lot of harm. Second of all, sex is reserved for marriage. Say, for marriage. Sex is for married people. We live in a culture and a time where most folks live together before they're married, and it's assumed they're having sex, and most folks are having sex before they're married. That's not God's way. God's standard is sex is for people that are married. Third of all, sex serves as a mental and emotional glue within marriage. The purpose that God gave sex is to use it as a thing that brings married people together. Because if you're married, you know you have a tendency to drift. You have a tendency to go in your own separate ways. You have a tendency to not connect, and you have to intentionally connect through dating. But God's way of doing that is you connect through sexual intercourse. You come back together. It's the glue to marriage. Fourth, children are to be birthed within a context of a lifelong mutual commitment between a man and a woman by an act that symbolically communicates the couple's oneness. Okay, so we take communion in the church. Communion is a symbol of what Jesus has done for us on the cross. We baptize people. And when we baptize them, it is a symbol of what happens when they are born again. We say it's an outward symbol of an inward reality. The same is true for sex. Sex is an outward symbol of an inward reality. What it does is we come together as one. And out of that context of coming as one, we're to produce children. And we're to produce children in a context where people are committed to love each other for life. Now, sometimes things goes wrong, and it doesn't even involve sin. Sometimes people die. Some people go to war and get killed off. Sometimes someone commits adultery. Sometimes marriage happens out, or sex happens outside of marriage, and people have babies, and we don't condemn those people. However, sex is meant for marriage for the purpose of producing kids within a context of people that love each other, and the offspring of their love produces more children. It's a picture that the overflow of God's love, God created us. We are made in His image. Fifth, sexual drives are not to be eliminated, but they are to be managed and guarded.